I'm 40 years old and I realized I've never caught anything in a primitive survival trap. Today, we're eating like men. We're going for the trifecta. We're going for surf, turf, and air. And if you don't know, air means a bird. We're using a figure 4 deadfall. We'll be using an automatic fishing device. And we'll be using the Ojibway Bird Trap. This trap is for catching fish. And we need a spring pole. This is a piece of maple and it's slightly dead. Well, it's very dead, but it's very springy. I've already sharpened the end, so I'm going to go ahead and stick it in the ground right here. You want to have enough tension to set the hook, but not completely rip the fish out of the water. So I think this one's perfect. Now I'm going to take a piece of string and tie it here on the end. Oh, that's sun. I can't see a darn thing. Now that we've got the main pole set up, I've got these 3 sticks here. They're going to act as the trigger. I have an idea in my head, but I can't really explain it to you, so I'm going to go ahead and get these set up and then show you how it works. So you've got your long spring pole here, and it's under tension right now, which leads down to this toggle stick. Tied in the back here, using this 7 stick as like a fulcrum. Picking up on the back, pushes down on the front. It has fishing line attached to this line, runs out to the tip of this stick. This is your trigger stick, and when something yanks this, you can see it wiggles the trigger stick, and once it pulls it out, it'll all spring up and set the hook. I've got everything all set and ready to go, so now we're going to find some bait for our hook. Boom! Perfect. Alright, now it's very important you don't have this trap set while you're putting your worm on the hook, otherwise you could get a hook in your finger. Alright, that's all set. Now we just got to get this out in the water and hope for... Woo! Now the whole idea of this trap is to set it and forget it, so I guess we'll just leave it set for now and we'll go work on another thing. Something stole my worm. Try a grasshopper. Trap just went off. We got a fish. We got a fish. That's a nice one. Nice bluegill. Look at the size of him. That is a huge bluegill we caught on this thing. We've got our surf covered, so now we're after our turf. And back here is usually loaded with chipmunks, and to get one of them, we're going to try the classic figure 4 deadfall. Now this is just 3 sticks. You got one that stands straight up this way. It's got a notch in it here that mates up with this notch here. Like so. And in the back of this one, there is a 7 notch that this stick fits into. And up here, this stick is notched that sits on top of here. Acts as a hinge. So there is the trap set together. All the weight is held up right here. This is our trigger stick, so we're going to go ahead and load that up with some peanut butter. Now, if you thought it was hard to set a mouse trap, you should try setting one of these things. I think this is too long. Alright, that's holding for now. We'll come back and check on this in a little bit. Our trap is down. Let's see if we got anything in there. Nothing. Nothing in there. We'll have to watch the video and see what happened. I don't think our camera was recording. So we don't know what happened. Guess we'll reset and try again. Well, that's way easier than the first time. Just got back from the store and now we're gonna go back and check the trap again. No stinking way. There's a chipmunk in the trap. That's a big one. Oh, flattened him right out too. I wasn't sure if this rock was gonna be heavy enough, but it sure did the trick. All right, so we got surf and we got turf. Let's get him cleaned up. This last trap is the one I'm the most excited about. It's called the Ojibway Bird Trap. And not only is it fun to use, it's fun to say. Ojibwe. First thing you need is a long stick. You gotta drill a hole in it. I'm not gonna lie, but I might have used some tools I don't usually have on me while I'm out in the woods. Just to speed the process up. So you take the stick, place it firmly into the ground. And then you have this piece here with a weight tied to it. And there's a knot. Mine ended up in a loop. It doesn't need that loop, it just needs this knot. And on the end you've got a loop for a slip knot. And that goes through the hole. The last piece is your trigger stick, and it's just kind of sharpened on the end. And this hole is kind of rounded out on the inside. And the trigger stick, you just kind of wedge it in this hole, and that knot holds it. Then you make your snare, and you set it on the stick, like so. I'm gonna put some food out here, and then we're gonna wait and see. And we're gonna wait and see. There are 3 doves and 3 blue jays around that trap right now. It's getting intense. We just had our first attempted landing on the bird trap, the Ojibway Bird Trap. After reviewing the footage, it actually looks like this would have worked perfectly, but the end of the loop got stuck on the end of the stick that you can see right here. Up until now, I didn't really think this trap was actually going to work, but after seeing this, I do. Alright, we've had several attempts at the bird trap and nothing, so we're going to call this one a fail and just go on and cook our surf and turf. That's okay, because you can't eat blue jays anyway. I think it's against the law or something.
The chipmunk looks weird. It tastes good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I put some Creole blackened seasoning on there.
Oh, that's spicy?
A little bit. That's pretty good though.
Yeah.
I think it's cooked to perfection too. Let's see if we can get a back strap off of him.
Save some for me.
Alright, let's move on to the fish. Mm-hmm. It tastes like fish.
Ugh.
I don't like fish. The chipmunk was way better than the fish. Now, everybody says that the tails are supposed to be really good, so it's actually the best part of the whole fish.
Let me try it.
Doesn't taste very fishy at all, so kind of like a potato chip.
That tastes really good.
This was my first time setting any of these traps. I've read about these for a long time, but I've never actually got out and set them. And we had pretty good success. I got 2 of the 3 traps to work. I'm pretty convinced that the 3rd trap would work, but you can't eat blue jays here anyway. That's against the law. Maybe in a survival situation you can eat them. I probably would. We caught a bluegill, we caught a chipmunk, and we were this close to catching a blue jay. Trifecta of traps: surf, turf, and air.
Like and subscribe for more fun videos. I try to post one every weekend, or at the very least 3 a month. Catch you guys on the next one.